Hello, BlueBrixx fans. We're back with this time not a series or anything. We'd just like to show you some cool sets and compare them without having a versus battle about them. I've got the Stargate Ancients Aurora ship, another sadly nerd license that I haven't seen.
God, what are you doing?
I know, I better watch these things.
And here I thought you were a nerd and you had no life, so you could basically watch Star Trek.
Well, I am a nerd. I do have a life, but my nerd stuff is all various different things, like Doctor Who's my big nerd thing, and Marvel and DC and the classic standard nerd type things.
The question is it cliche that you as a Brit are a Doctor Who nerd?
Yes.
Very much so. So, but today we want to look at two, let's call them alien ships and compare the different designs. Because I actually think it merits a video.
Okay. All right. So, this is one of your ideas, so start us off.
This is one of my ideas. I wanted actually to discuss with you in the comments also the difference between the design language from Star Trek and Stargate. And we picked up two ships which show them rather well, because while with Star Trek, like the Jem'Hadar attack fighter, it is an alien ship, but you can definitely see where it gets the inspiration from. Sorry for the Germanism. It does look like a beetle, which is basically also inspired from it. Whereas your ship, how would you describe it, how it looks?
I would certainly say that this looks more like a weapon, like a aggressive battle station, which it is. I mean, look at all the guns up here. Look at the turrets down here. At the front, it's industrial. It's nothing organic like your Beetle.
Yeah.
This is pure industrial might, I'd say.
And that is actually very nicely put, because the ships from Stargate, and especially the Aurora, have this utilitarian look to them, which I personally think is a nice take when you compare it to the organic and elegant design from ships in the Star Trek universe.
I mean, you've got to take the colours here as well. You've got the purple and the pink as well, which is more like, I know they're diamondy colours that come from the Earth, but they're more, I know, romanticized. And I mean, this is more grey, silver, and the cool pearl copper colours here. And that's also from the Earth, but it's more, well, not pretty or mighty. It's more usable than a diamond.
It looks more raw,
yes,
if you
I
put
agree.
it that way.
I agree.
And it is just, what do you say? Which one, what do you prefer actually? What kind of look? Do you prefer the rather industrial look from the Aurora battleship, which basically shows that it's a battleship, or rather the elegant design? I mean, you also got to take into account, of course, that in the series measurements, this ship is several kilometers long, whereas this one has, what does it say on the plug? 68.32 meters, which is oddly specific.
Well, at least you've got a little ship and I've got a kilometer-long, massive attack cruiser. So, yeah. I mean, the difference between them is strikingly clear. But one similarity, of course, is the grey. They're both very grey as their main colours, but yours stands out a bit more with the purple, mine stands out more with the copper. So they stand out, but yours doesn't have any clear weapons. I mean, it's a battleship, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a warship. It's more like a fighter, and the main weapon is basically situated here.
Okay. So it's more for quick, short combat, and this thing is just for firing ballistics at anything that moves, more or less.
That it is.
So, I mean, here you have the little turrets, I guess. Down here or certainly if I turn it around here, on this side you have the big ones. So it's a different thing. It's not exactly symmetrical either, which I find interesting when you compare ships. Yours is perfectly symmetrical, as lots of things in nature are, and mine isn't. Mine here, if I turn it up for the detailed camera to see, this entire side is different than this one, which I find very interesting, because if you compare sci-fi ships from Star Wars, which is another one of my nerd things, they're very symmetrical. Imagine the Imperial class destroyer. It's more or less a triangle.
It is a triangle.
And that's why this is, well, different to what you know and different to your Star Trek ship as well. So yeah, I find it quite impressive that you can find these differences in, well, the different series, although they're both sci-fi series.
Yeah.
Tell me about the ages. From what year is this?
That is actually a rather good point. That is from Deep Space Nine, which aired in the late 90s.
Okay.
I think, please correct me down in the comments if I got something wrong. And by the way, if I do say something, if I say something stuff like, if you know better, then please do tell me, because I am basically half knowledge of a lot of things, and I do like to learn more about stuff, especially from nerds which are more versed in stuff than I am.
Exactly. Please also correct me, because I have zero knowledge about this stuff.
So this ship is basically from the 90s, and yours... When did Star Trek Atlantis air? I think it is the early 2000s.
2000s.
I'm not sure.
Which is interesting if you compare it, because they're not that far apart time-wise, but they look very different. Although you'd think that in the years that have gone by, the ships would kind of stick to a more similar thing in the sci-fi area.
Could be. I'm not sure whether this one ever had a physical model or whether it was only shot with a digital one. But it is interesting. What style do you actually prefer? Do you prefer the more industrial and sleek look, the industrial and used look, or the more sleek and natural lines? Please drop a line down in the comments, because I'd really like to know.
Exactly. I mean, what other things can you think of? Which other series can you think of where it's more organic or more industrial? Which ones can you think? Because Doctor Who, I think, is more industrial, apart from the phone box. You've not watched Doctor Who, have you?
No, I haven't.
All right. The ships that turn up there, they're more industrial. They're more symmetrical and, well, not so much organic, I'd say. So, yeah, let us know which other series you know of where the ship differences can be seen as clearly as these two ones. Yes. All right. Well, that was a quick excursus into, well, ship design from different series.
If you want us to compare the two hero ships, well, pseudo-hero ships, I mean the Prometheus and an Enterprise, for instance, if you would like to see a comparison of that side by side, we'd be happy to oblige. Please drop a line down below in the comments if you want to.
Or any other comparisons that we can do. Let us know. All right. Also, certainly let us know which one you like more. We've said that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okie doke. That's our video today. I hope you enjoyed this different type of video that didn't follow a series. Yes. Well, you can never have enough bricks.
So what's stopping you from getting more?
Have fun building.
Thank you for watching.
And see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.